It's team time. It's team time. It's team time. Hey, hey, hey. It's team time. It's team time. It's team time. Hey, hey, hey.
Hey, Brainstorm. If you had one wish, what would you wish for?
Besides delicious food, I think I wish to fly like a bird so I can get to places faster.
I like that, Brainstorm. That's a good one.
Thanks. What would you wish for, Enlighten?
I think I like the idea of going places faster, too. So I would wish to be able to shapeshift. That way, I can be anything that travels fast like a bird, plane, or helicopter.
Hey, YouTube. Hello, STEAM scholars. Say, what were you two talking about?
Well, Miss Wilson, Brainstorm and I were discussing that if we had one wish, we would wish to get to places faster like a bird or a plane. I specifically wish that I could shapeshift into one of those things.
Well, today is your lucky day. It is Grant, Brainstorm, and Enlighten's Wish Day. There you go, Brainstorm and Enlighten. Enlighten, you now have the ability to shift into any aircraft. And Brainstorm, you will be the aviator of the aircraft. Because you guys wished for this, I think aerodynamics is the perfect concept to discuss today.
Oh, wow! This is so cool! Miss Wilson, I have a question. Aerodynamics, aviator, aircraft. What do these words mean?
Perfect question, Brainstorm. How about we go over a few things you need to know before we take flight? Join us, STEAM scholars, as we're going places. Jets, planes, helicopters are all forms of aircraft. Aircraft are machines that can fly because of the force of air upon its wings. Aerodynamics helps us understand how things fly. The word aerodynamic has two words, aero, which means air, and dynamic, which means moving. Aerodynamics is the study of how air moves around a solid object. Those who fly aircraft are known as aviators or aircraft pilots.
So I understand how aircraft, like airplanes, are able to fly by study of the aerodynamics, but how does a big, heavy airplane stay in the air?
Wonderful question, Brainstorm. STEAM scholars, do you have any ideas on how heavy aircraft can stay in the air? Take some time to discuss with your class now. STEAM scholars, I bet you came up with some amazing ideas. To help us really understand, I think I have the perfect place to go.
Oh, Miss Wilson, I know.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking, Enlighten?
Yes!
The Great
Boeing
Aerodynamic Hall of Fame Wall! The wall of all things you need to know about aerodynamics. The study of how air moves around solid objects.
Oh man, this is going to be fun!
That's right! Brainstorm, Enlighten, let's go on an adventure back in time to get more information about today's concept of aerodynamics. Let's take off. All right, Brainstorm and Enlighten. How about we start with the Tuskegee Airmen? STEAM scholars, when you see the 3, 2, 1 countdown, get ready to say play with Brainstorm to get more information.
3, 2, 1.
Play! Airman. My name is Brainstorm.
And I am Enlighten.
Hello, Brainstorm and Enlighten. Very nice to meet you both.
Hey, we look similar. Are you an aviator like me?
That is exactly right, Brainstorm. I am a Tuskegee Airman, an aviator, and part of America's first black military airman who fought in World War II. During the war, the men who looked like me were not only known as Tuskegee Airmen, but Red Tails, due to the tail of our planes being painted bright red. We were aviator pilots and protectors of the big bomber planes that flew over the enemy territory in the war. Although we were fighting a war in another country, the other Tuskegee Airmen and I had another war to fight in our own country due to segregation.
What's segregation?
Oh, I know. Segregation is the setting apart or separation of people or things from others or from the main body or group.
That's right, Enlighten. During this time, black people were separated from many things. Therefore, we had to attend places or things specifically for us. This is the reason why we have the name Tuskegee Airmen, as we were trained at the Tuskegee Army Airfield in Tuskegee, Alabama, where 992 of us graduated.
Wow, that's amazing! Mr. Airman, I have a question. We're learning about aerodynamics, and we wanted to know how heavy aircraft like airplanes are able to stay in the air. How did you keep your airplane in the air to protect the other planes?
Wonderful question!
Thank you for asking this question again, Brainstorm. Mr. Airman, do you mind going through the Great Boeing Hall of Fame of Aerodynamics with Brainstorm and Enlighten to gain more understanding?
You bet! Brainstorm, Enlighten. It's time we take off and learn about the 4 forces of aerodynamics. Enlighten, do you mind helping me?
Sir, yes, sir.
Brainstorm and STEAM scholars, I need you to keep asking amazing questions.
Whew! Thank you, because I have another question.
Go for it.
What is force?
Force is the push or pull that causes an object to undergo a change in speed, direction, or shape.
That's exactly right, Enlighten. In aerodynamics, there are 4 forces that careers like aviators and aeronautical engineers, people who design aircraft, have to know in order to deal with aircraft.
That's right. The 4 forces that help fly and keep the plane in the air are thrust, lift, weight, and drag. Thrust. Thrust is the force that pushes something forward. STEAM scholars, can you think of examples of thrust? I like the way you think, STEAM scholars. Thrust helps planes like my Red Tail plane fly by the jet engine and propellers. Other examples of thrust are the flapping of birds' wings, a propeller on a small airplane or helicopter, and the engine of a large airplane.
Lift. Lift is the push force that needs to be applied to move something up or rise. Lift is the opposite of weight.
An example of lift would be the wings of an airplane.
That's right. In order for the Tuskegee airplane to move up through lift, the air goes above and under the airplane's wings. The shape of the wing is curved on top and flat on bottom, allowing for the air on top to move faster than the air on the bottom of the wing. Everything that flies must have lift.
Weight. Weight is the force caused by gravity which pulls the object down. The weight of an object tells you how strong the push needs to be. Weight is what aircrafts need to overcome in order to fly. You must have more lift than weight to stay in the air.
Drag. Drag is the force that slows down a flying object. The invisible gases in the air cause the object to travel slower than it would in space without air. When thinking of drag, understand that the shape of the object plays a role on whether the object has more or less drag. Drag helps keep planes from moving too fast.
Wow, what an adventure! Thank you, Mr. Tuskegee Airmen, Enlighten and Brainstorm, for teaching us about aerodynamics and the 4 forces of aerodynamics. I think this is the perfect stopping point for our STEAM scholars to begin their challenge project. Check out these tips and questions to help you prepare for your project. Take out your design thinking process card to help you A, ask, what am I trying to create? B, brainstorm, how can I use my materials to make what I am trying to create? C, collect, what information have I learned that will help me create? D, develop, what is the first step I need to make to create? E, evaluate, what works, what doesn't work, and what can I do to make my design better? F, fine-tune, is my design where I want it to be? Are there any changes I need to make? Until next time, my STEAM scholars, remember, the sky is the limit. Be great and keep exploring. Bye-bye.